And when the time's right, I'm going to unleash them on you and Thunderbolt Patterson. It was 2 of them holding my feet, baby.
Would you care to apologize, sir?
I'm not apologizing to anybody. If I had my karate belt on, they wouldn't have done it to me. But from now on, I'm going to pay them back, and that's a promise. It took 2 of them to jump me. Not 1, but 2. The camera didn't pick up Thunderbolt Patterson holding my feet, and you know it, Gordon.
Oh.
Come on, guys, come on.
Brother, you talk about a patent prevaricator. That man is indeed. He has a marked propensity for prevarication. Well, the assassin and Abdullah the Butcher moving out against Darren Smith and Terry Ellis. 1 fall television time remaining, and brother, they made short work of dropping those 2 out of the ring.
This is what it's going to be like from now on, baby. Whenever you get anybody in the First family, like I said, I have a lot of money and I have a lot of connections. Ole Henderson, you and Thunderbolt Patterson will never lay a hand on me again, and that's a promise.
Well, all right, it's Abdullah the Butcher now. There's Terry Ellis back in the ring. And it's Abdullah the Butcher. Wow, caught him with a shoulder smash, drove him back into the ropes. Terry Ellis in a lot of trouble. Another headbutt that puts Ellis back to the canvas. Darren Smith outside the ring, so it's the assassin and Abdullah the Butcher. Another headbutt by Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher, the wild man from the Sudan. Over 400 pounds, and brother, he is just as mean as he is big. Now the assassin moves in, and he is a very thorough competitor. High backdrop on Ellis.
Where's Thunderbolt now? Where's Ole Anderson now? Where's Valiant? Where's Lawler? Where's everybody? Bring Brad Armstrong. Brad hangs some paper on, baby. Garvin. Like I said before, baby, I'm here to stay. I'm not going to be playing around out here, baby. I've got money. I've got connections. I've got everything. Gordon Solie, I promise you tried my patience today. You had really tried my patience. And last week, you didn't even jump in to help me. 2-on-1. And what did you do? You stood over here hiding behind this desk. It's never going to happen to me again, and that's a promise. Mark my words on it. That's a promise.
My position, Mr. is an impartial observer. I'm not sure Mr. Hart would understand what I said, but nonetheless, Ellis makes the tag now with Darren Smith. Darren Smith moving in against a very formidable individual, an awesome man, Abdullah the Butcher. And again, Abdullah the Butcher puts Darren Smith back to the canvas. He has caught him several times in the throat, now makes the tag with the assassin. The assassin moves in, uses the back of the elbow very effectively. The assassin brings him up. Backbreaker. Brings him back up once again. Makes the tag with Abdullah the Butcher. Drops him to the canvas. He's got him trapped. The count is on. Ooh. 400 pounds crashing down on Darren Smith. Doesn't allow the pin. The man obviously is beaten. And it's Abdullah the Butcher. Again, crashing down into the throat and the head of Darren Smith. It's all over. It is all over.
And in the blue corner, at 327 pounds, also from Houston, Texas, former North American heavyweight champion Ernie Ladd.
Larry Higgins in the long white tights being introduced, followed by the big cat in the purple tights, Ernie Ladd. Alfred Neely called for the bell. Here's Bill.
Well, Racer, Ernie Ladd's a man with a purpose. And, you know, without a doubt, probably one of the most formidable opponents in the ring, and one of the most formidable men ever in any professional sport. Dominating both the pro football field as a defensive tackle, Hall of Famer for San Diego Chargers, and dominating it in wrestling. This came off of about 6 weeks off with a tremendous amount of knee surgery, first time probably ever through the arthroscope surgery in Columbus, Georgia, was ever shown on a national TV program, sports program. But Ernie's back. A lot of people wonder if it's too soon. Next thing they wonder if at Ernie's age, if, you know, what the knee is going to recover like it did when he was younger. I'll say one thing about Ernie Ladd. I've never seen a man his size with that much heart. Generally, you got the big heart and the littler athlete, but Ernie Ladd's got just as much heart as his size, and he's a man that's motivated because he feels that he was double-crossed by Skandar Akbar and now the assassin. And you got to recall that, or realize that a man that's 6'9", 320, he has a head start on you anyway. So this man is, and he's got all these tremendous years of experience in championship caliber events. And this makes a big, big difference in a man as far as he's been able to psychologically take the tremendous pressure in any sport. Gives him a big edge on his opponents in that he has the knowledge. So sometimes what you lose a little in loss of the quickness of the step or of the youth, you make up for with a tremendous amount of experience. As Larry Higgin, who is a big, powerful young man, is finding out from the Grand Master right out there. And that right there, that guillotine-type move, that'll put anybody away. And there's Ernie Ladd counting him down.
Ernie Ladd with another victory to his long string through the years. We'll be right back after this important.
Patient because he knows he has Leroy Brown dazed. Colasetti working outside, Ramos working inside the ring. Referee Dugan having his hands full. Whenever you have a tag team match, I believe there should be 2 referees. I really do. Because one referee just can't seem to follow all the action, and there is just that. Especially when they double team. Ramos going to work on the muscles in the shoulder. Stomping away Colasetti. Whoa, look at this. Leroy Brown picks up almost 400 pounds of Bull Ramos and slams him. Tops him for 1. Only a count of 1. I don't believe it. If I wouldn't have seen it with my own eyes, I don't believe it. I don't think I've ever seen anyone body slam the Apache Bull Ramos. You saw it first right here with big Leroy Brown. Wow. Now they've got Colasetti in the corner. Meantime, Mondo running across the ring, tug tackles Colasetti. Forearm smash to the face. Arm whip. Into the ropes goes Colasetti. High back body drop. And Mondo Guerrero stands at the ready. They have Colasetti in trouble. Argentina, Colasetti. Snapmare. Down he goes. Bet you right now he wishes he was back in Argentina. I just bet that's what he's thinking. Snapmares to the center of the ring. Mondo Guerrero. Oh, there's a low blow that caught Mondo off guard. Rabbit punch to the back. Chinlock by Colossal Colasetti. Halfway chinlock, halfway chokehold, you might say. Colasetti loves it. See, this is the rough stuff that Colasetti likes. Mondo trying to get back to Leroy, but he stopped. Mondo with that free right hand sending punches in there. The tag is to Leroy Brown, and Leroy comes in like a freight train. Look at this. Look at it. Leroy says, take your best shot, baby. Come on. Take your best shot. Imitating Colasetti. Oh, there's a punch to the midsection. Illegally by Bull Ramos outside the ring. Now Colasetti goes into that side headlock. Shoved off by the big Leroy Brown. There's that forearm. It just takes him off his feet. Colasetti starts to ram him, and ooh, there's that elbow that Leroy does. Oh, watch out, here it comes. The big elbow drop. Oh my gosh, right on Colasetti. The referee in there, 1, 2, 3, count to 100. The winners, Mondo Guerrero and Bad.
And they're quick. But you see, the Mad Dog, the most intense, explosive, powerful, tenacious individual I've seen a long time, and Dick Slater, Mr. Unpredictable, the man that got $25,000 up front from Ric Flair, and apparently Ric Flair flew to Houston and presented him with a whole briefcase more money, and now Butch Reed, winning the title, has become the object of his quest. Oh, Tommy, lay it on him. Lay it on him, Tommy boy. Don't take anything. Tommy, don't take it from him. Don't let him intimidate you. All right. I'm sorry, Boyd. I just get carried away from these kids. They got to be all heart because they're against an awesome team, an internationally known team. And the Fantastics, we saw them start right here, just as the Rock and Roll did. We've seen so many youngsters develop. We're so proud of them. These two have got to use their quickness and their speed. They can't let Slater and Mad Dog get the upper hand and to keep one of them isolated in the ring and not allowed to tag out. They got to use their quick tags and their quickness and their aerial technique, the high-risk moves. Bobby Fulton, Japanese arm drag. See how quick he moves in under. He moves clear and under. Now he shakes it at him. It's like a bull with a matador waving that red flag to Dick Slater. But Slater, tremendous amateur. I watched him wrestle amateur in the state of Florida when he was a youngster, played pro football down there. And Dick Slater, I want to tell you, is as tough as they come. He hits you one time and you come right out of your shoes. Coming up next, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the big stud, against El Casario, the martial arts expert. There, that's what they got to constantly do, is keep Slater and Sawyer off their game plan. Keep them upset. Just stay a couple of moves ahead of them. Don't slow down. Don't let them ever set up on you. Those aerial techniques, this is one thing that some of these smaller teams that are so effective is that they're tag team specialists. You get one of these guys in a single match, and oftentimes he's vulnerable to the bigger guys because they'll make him carry that weight. They'll drag it out. They'll exhaust them where that size starts telling on them. But you got these youngsters in tag team action. I'll tell you this, stay with anybody. Inside cradle, he has Sawyer. Excuse me, that was Slater. But Slater throws him to the floor, Dark Journey looking on out there. What a controversial lady she is. She's caused a lot of problems already. I don't know what the relationship is with her and Slater. It seems to be a mysterious journey, that's for sure. You people at home will have to draw your own conclusions. The Mad Dog's in there, Tommy Rogers. Wow, did you see the power of Mad Dog? He leaped over the top, but Tommy Rogers quickly turning around like a cat. Back to the attack. Quick tags. They've got it together tonight. Nothing boring, nothing slow about the action here on Mid-South. The most exciting wrestling in the world today. The intensity, the movement, the athletes, the conditioning. The toughest athletes in professional wrestling today. That's our trademark. That's what we'll continue to always have. You see Dick Slater tee off on Bobby Fulton. The crowd is calling for Bobby to make the tag. They realize Bobby and Tommy got to keep the tags going. Tommy is exhorting his partner from the outside. But Dick Slater, a bounty hunter. You know what I think of bounty hunters? Like Butch Reed said, they're back jumpers. And Butch better be having eyes in the back of his head because he's on the hunt. Dark Journey. He walked over and kicked him. I don't think the kick hurt. It's the insult. Look at her taunting. I'm telling you, boy, the woman's place is not at ringside. I'm sorry, I may sound just like a chauvinist, but I think a woman should be pretty and in the home. But if she gets into a man's place, sometime, somewhere, one of these guys is going to treat her like a guy, and I'm going to have to say she'll get what she deserves. Slater, quickly out, from behind of Tommy Rogers. They're fantastic, in a lot of trouble.
Like you said, Dark Journey was taunting and adding that verbal abuse.
It's a hard thing to be distracted. I don't think they know what to do. They don't know whether to verbally threaten her. I know none of them wants to retaliate physically, but I don't know how much somebody's going to take. Standing suplex by Slater. Bobby Fulton's in a lot of trouble out there. Sawyer in for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Bobby got the foot over the ropes. Broke the count. Inside cradle. This match is nip and tuck. You see why you have to be in such great condition to wrestle here on Mid-South. There's not a lot of parading around, not a lot of showing off. You know, a lot of the papers around the country have been talking about all the show business. Well, let me tell you something. When you're here in Mid-South, you better be able to hook them up and get your boots on and get out there and go. Because it's just not the way it is. The top guys are the toughest athletes. We play no favorites. See the tremendous athlete. Watch this athletic ability. Did you see that? Did you see that, boy? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And the team of Dick Slater and Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer takes the measure of the fantastic